welcome back to more Horizon Zero Dawn. Very hard, no death playthrough, and I think, guys, that this is it. If this is not the last main mission, then it's the one before that, the Looming Shadow. We have to go to talk to the Sun King, and it has been a blast. It has been amazing. I just wanted to take the time to thank you guys so very much for watching and to thank you for your support. But without further ado, let's wrap this up.
Spend weeks making a contraption to do a job.
It's about to get real. There, which way? That way. I wonder. We still have to fight Helis. I think we will have to fight Hades. We're going to see who joined us for the fight.
Move along. There's a guard near the last cave. Far cry from those days.
And there is the Sun King.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. The Eclipse will attack soon, from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Does that mean I have to talk to him again?
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Is there going to be another dialogue with him?
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
It took an outlander to save our prince. I'm grateful.
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
The army can't get in here, right?
Alright.
They'd never make it across the Great Bridge.
Review preparations is optional. Visit both defense sites is optional. Yay! Another journal was repaired. That's nice. 2 more to go.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Alright, so no more dialogue with him. Let's just... okay. We would have to go and take the elevator. But we can just port down there. And see what our defenses look like. Yes, yes.
Come take a look. Don't pass up these goods.
Would you
I'll
like to buy
pass
something
up
today?
what I want to pass up.
Don't forget to stop up.
Mount can't reach you until you leave the settlement. Alright.
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Always stay bright.
Maybe
always
we
stay alert.
can.
That's what I say.
Vanasha! Wow.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Let your guard down.
So Vanasha came, Uthid came, Banuk came.
Hesitate.
Oh.
She stood between the assassin and her son.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora.
The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army. Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
What's Alita doing here?
Alita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If a Thrall were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and Shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Alita. Be safe.
Antidotes or corruption.
How many men do you think you'll kill in battle, Lucid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's
Looks
so...
like Petra.
What?
Nakoa.
cheerful.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raid, there was only one Karja Butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
And Geneva.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion. Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
And Petra.
Him? From the Battle of Dawn?
Can be. Cinnabar Saints.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
Aw, training dummy.
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the neck. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heat.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
Well, I don't know about you, but there's definitely a lot of flirting going on in this game.
That's a nice spear, Ethan.
Is that it here?
I like the way you grip it.
Enough, woman.
She didn't even hesitate.
So we have to go to the spire. That's actually the only place that I haven't been to. I mean that all my journals are fixed. Hi, Marcy. I'm guessing that a mountain region is faster. On foot than on a horse. Because navigating bridges and so on is not that easy. Alright, so that's a lot of unexpected faces. I mean, I know that, you know, she helped a lot of people. Olin wouldn't come back. Hey, that's Talana.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
Okay, let's see who else is there.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These cards are in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Yep. Sure good to have a war chief at your side, right? And the next generation's war chief is here too.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Well, as I said, there's definitely a lot of flirting going on.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
Let's not get cocky, boys.
Oh, being a good general, are we, Aaron?
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Well, who says that we're not going to win? Alright, let's have a look. If we have all our data points. No, one is missing. So... or not. Okay. Let's see that bit of the story and then we're going to rest. I will try to pause so that I can, you know, finish this first mission, because I really do believe there's another mission coming right afterwards, which is going to be all the battles and stuff. So let's have, you know, story in this one, and then in the next one we'll do the fighting. But anyways, Sobeck Journal. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room. Remind me of Starship bridges on those cheesy old science fiction bits. Living spaces for Alpha's already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site designing ZD project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge. Plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crew's already set up my office/lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to enscone me as all-seeing presence. Ugh, opposite effect. Makes me feel watched on display. Tempted to paint it over. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday, suitably scheduled to record by Friday. And as soon as reception, lounge, solo theaters, and first residence block at ZD that are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson. 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be. Snatched out of the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours of sleep and fly back to the ZD side. Harris promised delivery of QB lettuces by noon. Expect MK1 will take 2 weeks to machine assemble and test. I am to launch Gaia at 0.6T grounding. From there I'll spin her up past 1.0T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38T record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. What? Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 4:30, so I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to ZD. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the side plan. But the truth is, I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel uneasy? Because it's gonna blow up. I just keep wondering what kind of world Farzanith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And oh, hold on. Odyssey was supposed to travel to another planet and populate there? I didn't understand that before. If that ship reaches its destination so many decades from now, and I worry about that alpha build of Apollo, so much knowledge, so few restraints, and no fail-safes, how will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey message to the alphas. Naoto replied in less than a minute with a poem, of course, The Building of the Ship by Longfellow, and it's long. Alright. It's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. The stanza, or couplet, or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, we should get back to ZD, guess I should stop by now to slap and check on Demeter's progress too. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspections with Paris and the President's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his bird and flew back to Thebes. Blah. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him all out of Elysium and away from me. Of course he would have his own facility. Harry stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase, as though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't cool enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vast vestiges of European and West African Civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. What? Ain't nobody touching the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this? What? Humanity destroyed the Amazon? Well, it's not like they're not doing that right now. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. The news is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus minus 10 days, not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing, I need to get back to Zero Dawn. Okay. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Set collapse of the eastern line was imminent. Swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more, and I think Gaia could have launched without our help. I really do. We had to scramble. ZD became a madhouse, absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated and then beat us. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up, but they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, things too smooth, work to do, so they accepted it. No releasing for us. We spent the rest of our lives here testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Wow. So the Alphas knew what was coming, they were going to stay there, and then Ted goes there and kills them all? God damn it, Ted! Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime, and yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper protocol, there never would have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If at least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible, for which I'm glad. I really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate, raised by Travis Tate. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia, one generation only. Oh, that's interesting. So the Lightkeeper protocol, they were going to make clones of themselves so that the clones would keep up the work just in case. That's why they had living quarters at Gaia Prime. But they never left the quarters. But the material existed, hence Eloy exists. Update. That was General Harris. The salient has collapsed. UCRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive for life's sake. I'll go tell the others. And we know the rest of the story. So we're just missing that one journal from Gaia. I guess it's a message from Gaia to the others. To Sobeck, to Elizabeth Sobeck. I wonder what that's all about. Maybe from when she found out that Elizabeth left? I mean, we saw the holo message. Let's see. The focus hasn't repaired it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to do that sometime soon. So we might touch on that in the epilogue. We'll see. But now, well, let's wrap this up, guys.
Where are they coming from?
Repaired.
Jewel?
Meridian.
You like what I have on sale, I promise.
Olin's house, okay. It has to be somewhere here.
Olin's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
No, you didn't. All missions were completed. Just main mission time now. What, you don't want to sleep?
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. I just wanted to say thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Next time, I believe it's going to be all battle, so, you know, point of no return and all. But But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button below, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.